Hi, I'm Tim Jonason, the Public Works Director and City Engineer for the City of La Quinta. One project that we have just started this month in June is the Adams Street Bridge project. We had the kickoff just a couple of weeks ago. This bridge is, if you haven't seen the construction site, is at Adams Street and the Whitewater Channel over by the high school. It's eventually going to be a 4-lane bridge with a raised median and sidewalks on either side, and the city's iconic guardrail on the outside, similar to what you see at the Jefferson Street
those little
Bridge.
mountain peaks.
That's correct. The bridge project is about a 1.5-year long project, so we'll be finishing, the contractor anticipates finishing at the beginning of 2013. So it's going to be going on the rest of this year and all next year. One of the first things that they need to do is to construct a bypass for the low water crossing. So when you are driving northbound on Adams Street, you can see the grading work that's going on the east side of the low water crossing. And what they're doing there is they're building a bypass road. It'll be a lane in each direction, which will allow them, once that's in place, to take out the low water crossing and actually start building the west half of the bridge. So you'll see them creating a foundation for the bridge, and then eventually pouring the columns and then the bridge deck. So they'll complete the west side, and then they'll take the traffic off the bypass road, put it up onto the west side of the bridge. Again, it'll be just 2 lanes, one in each direction, and then they'll build the east half of the bridge, and then they do what they call a connection pour between the 2 halves, and then you have a whole bridge with 4 lanes in each, or 2 lanes in each direction, so a 4-lane bridge.
So the first thing we'll see will be the bypass road that'll be 1 lane each way.
That's correct,
Okay.
and that is supposed to be done by the end of the summer. So that should be in place before school starts back up.
Okay, so right now we travel across the storm channel the same way we always have till
Right.
the end of the summer.
That's correct.
Now, does that mean that every major street in La Quinta that crosses the channel will have a bridge then when this is completed?
We'll have one left.
Ah.
That's Dune Palms. And
Dune Palms.
on
Okay.
the other side of the high school. That one, we are looking at it. The funding for the Adams Street Bridge was 88% was from Federal Highways Administration, and it is specifically they've set up grants to improve situations like low water crossings, to make them, they call all-weather crossings, by raising them and installing a bridge. So we're looking for a similar grant to do that to Dune Palms after we get done with Adams Street.
In the case of a big earthquake, is it safer to drive on a bridge or on a Dune Palms type road that is not a bridge?
Well, I think if you ask most engineers, most structural engineers, they'll tell you you're safer on a modern designed bridge, because the seismic design that goes into a bridge nowadays is so extensive that you're likely to get some cracking, but not what we would call catastrophic failure
Structural,
of a bridge. Yeah,
structural failure.
where it would fall down. And because a low water crossing is continuously in contact with the ground, it's feeling the vibrations of the earth. Of an earthquake
It would crumble.
That's my from talking to other structural engineers. That's that's kind of the consensus. And then, of course, the low water crossings are a challenge every time it rains, because they get topped, and then they have to be maintained and cleaned out and everything after that.
Wonderful. Well, you'll be busy when the big one hits, right? Going out and checking all the bridges to see if they're structurally sound.
We will, and actually Caltrans assists they send their inspectors around every 2 to 4 years to inspect every bridge in the city also. So it's not just that we wait for the big one, we also are checking them very regularly.
I feel better already.
Okay.
Okay, thanks very much.